now, we're gonna just regular interview,
right, cool.
if you have time, obviously.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, all right. Obviously, I think that the most intriguing topic would be Anthony Joshua. He obviously brings you the most attention. People are really interested in seeing this fight. Now, I get to see you spar and see what you do. I believe your legs are the key to winning. Do you feel the same way? He seems to be kind of flat-footed, robotic. People use those words, not just me. They're using these words with him. Do you see that on the outside looking in? Do you feel like you can just hop out of danger the way that you do with anyone else?
I definitely feel that way. Joshua, I think Joshua is a good fighter, but to a certain extent, you know, I don't think he has no coordination. I don't think he's that athletic at all compared to someone like me. You know, my legs is my defense. My arms is my defense. I'm not one of those fighters that use one-on-one fundamental boxing, block, like, you know what I'm saying? I use my defense in my own creative way, in an awkward way. You know, we know that when you have an awkward style, it's hard to fight against it because it's something that we rarely see. You know, everybody wants to work on the basic 1-2, move here, move there, just be a proper boxing. But, you know, we believe in being comfortable with what we know how to do, and what works for me works for me. I mean, you know the old saying, if it's not broken, then why fix it? And I believe that when me and Joshua ever fight, then it'll be an exciting fight while it lasts.
Now, I don't want you to think I was being disrespectful. I was pulling up Eddie Hearns' Instagram because I've been here when you've played a little ball in the back. I've watched you dunk.
Yeah.
You obviously have some skills. You could have been a basketball player if you wanted to. Have you seen this? I mean, I don't know, does this indicate a lack of agility or anything? Does this mean anything when it comes to boxing, though?
Well, of course.
What you see here, this stiff movement, does this translate into the ring, or is this just totally nothing to do with it?
No. Well, basketball has really nothing to do with boxing at all. It's two different sports. Boxing is way more competitive and way more physical than basketball. To me, honestly, I think basketball is a game of luck. You know, to be honest, you know, I done seen a lot of things happen where a guy that couldn't shoot, but a guy that could shoot, but the guy that couldn't shoot beat the guy that could shoot. Just off of throwing the ball in the air, off a tie score, and he lays it in. What's luck? You know, but, you know, that right there lets you know, that's why I get that he don't have no kind of coordination, and he not that athletic, you know. Because if he was, then he would know how to make the proper coordinations. You knew when he started dribbling that it was going to be a disaster. You see how he was moving, but you know, every tall man can't dunk. You know, it's not just the white man.
So do you got him in one? You gonna get him one-on-one in the ring and on the court?
I got $1 million on it.
I can't believe he can't dunk. He's pretty tall. He should have been able to get that off, man.
But we got to know that Joshua didn't come from a sport background, though. You know what I mean? Basketball probably wasn't his thing. You know, he probably didn't play ball when he was growing up in the streets and at the recreational centers and stuff like that with all the people and stuff like that. So, you know, basketball is not everybody's thing. Just because you tall doesn't mean you know how to play ball and stuff like that, or it don't relate to. 'Cause a lot of people, when they see me, sometimes like, do you play basketball or football? You know, they never really put me as a heavyweight fighter because of my size. You know, they think heavyweight, so they think this massive monster. You know what I'm saying? But I love the skin that I'm in. I love the weight that I display. You know, it keeps me agile, mobile, and hostile. You know, so you know, and it works for me. And yeah.
Well, there you have it. He definitely feels he could take Joshua on a one-on-one. There's been $1 million bet for a one-on-one game. You already have it. Now, do you think Tyson Fury could play basketball a little bit better?
Hell no, man. But you know what? Man, I can't just.
6'9", he might could just put it right in.
But not all tall guys can dunk though. Even I done seen 7-footers can't dunk. You know, right in the playing college basketball, sitting right there, they can't dunk. You know, dunking is an art. It's a skill. You know what I mean? It's a technique of knowing how to be able to jump at the right time. It's a timing thing as well too. So, you know, you can kind of say No, I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna contradict myself in there. I'm gonna keep it like it is. But you know, I've been raised to play basketball, football, and all. That's what we used to do. I'm from Alabama, so you know, boxing wasn't that popular here. You know, it was all about football mostly and basketball. You know what I'm saying? And over the time, my father tried to build a basketball-oriented family, because he played it and stuff like that. But, every just because you're tall don't mean you can dunk.